Can you hear me now? Fuck. What a load of shit. I've been waffling on for like 4 minutes. What a comeback. Can you hear me? Yep, cool. Yes. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Too bad if people want to watch this back, they'll be like, that's fucked. Oh, shit. Okay. Should I start another stream or should I? Nah, fuck it. I'll just get into it. I'll put in the I can't believe I've been talking for nearly 5 minutes. So what happened is the microphone button was yeah, for some reason it was turned off. Oh, I was looking at the chat the whole time, but because all the original comments in the chat are hellos and stuff. So yeah, it's like I was obviously doing an intro and then then I've got down and realised there's no sound. Anyway, starting again. So, Bracket Brewing, they're out of Sydney. This is hashtag proper glassware. I was just explaining what had happened. So, I wanted to do these beers a couple of weeks ago because they're the December release. And I can't believe this start. And anyway, now I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, because these are the December release and there's already January ones out, and most of the stuff in my fridge is relatively new. So I'm like, oh, I got to do these as soon as I get back. So yeah, what's happened originally is I felt a bit funny with my blood flow. It didn't feel right, and all of a sudden I had some swelling. And anyway, I went to work and I couldn't get my work boots on, and I'm like, this isn't right. Like, something's not right here. And anyway, I went up to the hospital the following day, and they just did a heap of tests on me, and they couldn't for the life of them work out what was wrong. All they wanted to do was just do a heap of tests. I had to have like a heap of scans, and they definitely know that I've got some sleeping issues, so I think that's part of it. That's a lot to do with it actually, because I'm gasping for air and stuff during the night, and oxygen isn't getting through to the blood properly. So that's sort of part of it. But we've still got more tests and stuff to come. So I'm back at work on Monday, but I've got a heap of like doctor's appointments and stuff coming up. They just want to like monitor and do some sleep study and all that sort of shit. So yeah, I was just explaining too how I've missed doing this, and yeah, it's good to be back, and yeah, like how like I miss talking to people, and I've actually felt really like bored and lonely this week. Like, I'm used to being at work and working hard and on the go all the time. I'm not one of those people that usually sits around doing nothing. And because I live alone and sort of taken this whole, I mean, I still could have got on YouTube and just hung out, but I didn't really want to. Like, for one, I should be at work, so I shouldn't really be on social media when I'm at work, when I'm meant to be at work, sort of thing. Like, work know what's going on, and yeah, like I've been recommended by the doctor to stay home and stuff. But yeah, I've just stayed away from everything, and yeah, like I didn't want to jump up on streams too where people would drink, and then I'd want to drink as well and wasn't able to. So yeah, that sucked. And yeah, just sitting around at home doing nothing. I'm just not used to it. So yeah, part of me was just going crazy. But anyway, I was showing these beers off. So yeah, as I said, I've felt fine the whole time. I haven't really like felt sick or anything like, or I haven't had any pains. Like, someone was saying one of the UK guys saying I had pains, and that's why I went to hospital. That wasn't the case at all. I don't know where that's coming out, but yeah, the reason I went to hospital is because I had swelling and my blood flow wasn't right. So yeah. Anyway, the beers. So the first one is called Contrast. which is a double dry hopped IPA at 6.1% with Simcoe and Nelson. And then the second one is Just Peachy, double dry hopped IPA with Peacherine at 7.2%. And yeah, Bracket are one of my favourite breweries too. I'm sure people have seen me drinking their stuff on the channel. The third one is a West Coast. West is best. 8% with Nelson, CTZ, and Chinook, called Arrangement. And that's actually a collab with Kicks. If you've watched my channel regularly, Kicks I've done a fair bit of, and Kicks was actually the last review I did before I went to hospital. I did their latest 4 beers. And then to finish off is a double IPA called Ultraviolet with Citra, Idaho 7, and Cascade at 8.5. So yeah, one thing with Bracket, they're a bit like Mountain Culture and Range. They're always pumping out hazies, and you get a bit sick of it. It's good to see them doing some like other styles of beers. But yeah, let's see how they go. So I'll go through this chat quickly. It's probably going to take forever. Cheers, Juzzy. Keith. Hook. So yeah, that's why I didn't know what the go was with the sound, because there's so many messages like before it even said that, and I was too busy sort of doing an intro. Cheers, Yeti. Smoky. That was the one that I seen, and I'm like, fuck. Cheers, Angie. Top Gun. Maverick. Howdy, Martine. Yeah, I don't know why that button was on, because I've never pressed it. Normally the one bit further up, the no camera one, that's the one you sort of press when you go off live. Cheers, Smokey. Much appreciated, dude. There's about 1,000 messages about the sound. Cheers, Phil. Cheers, Brett. Steve. Yeah, I lost my voice. Yeah, and this is where we got it back. Cool. Coolio. I'm not too far behind in the chat, I don't think. Yeah. Cheers, Craig. I got that beer off your brother. I'll review it this weekend sometime. I was nearly going to include it with this lot, but I thought, nah, four ales is a lot to do when I'm just coming back, so I didn't want to throw in a big impy stout with it. I'll do it by itself. Sapporo. Get on the Sapporo Blacks. They're an awesome beer. Cheers, Bumpy. Jesus. Yeah, I seen you today. You were going from you were on a fair few panels from what I've seen. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Like Anderson, I never used to have any sleep issues, and yeah, the last few years, I'm fucking the worst sleeper ever. Unfortunately, where I live, most of the industries here all do shift work. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, good to see everyone here. Turn it up. Nah, Because I think I heard Paul or Simo saying I went to hospital with chest pain or something. I'm like, no. Then people would have been really freaking out. No, I felt like the whole time I've felt pretty decent. It's just, yeah, it's like it's just awkward when you've got all this swelling in your body. Like when you can't even get your work boots on, you know there's some sort of issue. I mean, there was soreness in my legs where I was swollen up, but yeah, I didn't like feel sick or anything like that. I felt sick of the hospital food and being stuck in a room. When I went in there, I honestly thought I'll be in there for a couple of hours and then out, or maybe stay one night. And then all of a sudden, I'm having to fucking keep coming home to feed the dogs, and such a pain in the ass. Just wasn't expecting to be in there all week. And work kept like ringing me, wondering what's going on. And I was like, I don't know. I can't tell you. It's like I've got no idea. I suppose I better have a beverage. Let's do it. So yeah, contrast. Simcoe and Nelson. Let's do it. So yeah, I had a macro beer and a craft beer. The craft beer I had yesterday was a pale ale, and because I haven't had a crafty for ages, just the like smell and the taste of it, I was like, wow. So I'll try and pour about half a can. It's probably good enough. So hopefully everyone's been drinking beers for me because I haven't been able to. Sup, player? Panda. Good to see you. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone. I was scrolling through them very quickly. I think most people have covered. Cool, let's do it. So this one, it's very bright orange. The color looks fairly accurate. Maybe a little lighter on camera. The light tonight on the screen's actually all right, a bit better than usual. So it's got like probably a 1 to 2 finger white head. I'd say it's more cloudy than hazy. It looks pretty, I don't know, pretty light with the carbonation. And body, I'd say medium. Let's go a whiffaroo. This is going to hit the spot real good. Ooh, I'm deep in a forest. I smell like pine and grass, and then you get a big whiff of like peach. Yeah, no worries, Phil. I'll be going for a while tonight, I reckon. And if all goes well and I still feel fine, I might even do like a stout. See, it's hard because I want to ease into it, but I also don't want to have all these beers sitting in the fridge for like fucking weeks. It'll be more. I think in the coming weeks, I'm going to definitely dial back during the week, whereas the weekends will be similar. I just won't be drinking as many macro beers. December, like, is always massive for me, so that wouldn't have helped. All the beers I would have drank nearly every day in December. That definitely wouldn't have been a help to my health. The number of the beast. Yeah, cheers, Bumpy. Have you got that 180 yet, brother? I know you've got it off camera, but have you got it on camera? That was one thing that was good too, because I was so fucking bored. I got to catch up on a lot of like people's videos and stuff. I've been trying to watch as many people's videos as I can. Yeah, don't know what's going on. Cheers, Evie. I still don't know exactly what's going on, but yeah, I felt fairly decent most of the time, Evie. Cheers, Joe. Cheers, brother. Watched a few of your vids today, mate. I've caught up on a fair bit of stuff from different people. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, as I said, very peachy, like sweet white peach, piney, grassy. There's like a maybe like a lemon zest. And yeah, you're getting that like that sort of white or green berry that you get sometimes in Nelson. I'm not really getting like white wine character, but it's just on the nose. So cheers, and thanks for all your support out there. Hit that like button. Yeah, you've had a bit of a cold, haven't you, Joe? You had some sort of like a. I remember you had a bit of illness going on, which is always a bit of a worry. So that's the thing too, having a couple of weeks off. I don't know how long it takes to sort of reset your palate a bit or freshen it up or whatever, but yeah, it's got to be a good thing to have a bit of time off, especially hazies. I know there's a brewer in Melbourne, and he purposely, because he's always tasting his own products and he loves a drink as well. He goes, I think, 10 months of the year he drinks, and then he has 2 months where he like just stays off it and resets his palate. And I think he has a big fitness kick as well when he sort of has that time off. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember reading the thing and leaving a message. Cheers. Yeah, it'd be bloody freezing there. Cheers, Evie. Yep. Did it really knock you about? It seems like there's different levels and affects people in different ways. That it'd suck the whole losing your taste and your smell and that. Yeah. Yeah, I could imagine. You went too hard on New Year's, brother. Death Beers by Iron Brew. Yeah. It's going down pretty easy anyway. One thing, yeah, with all the staff at the hospital were like so fucking amazing. Like just people, like just all the staff. It's like I was mainly dealing with females, but just females of all different ages and walks of life, and that just all so friendly and helpful. And I think it probably made it a lot easier for them that I was like a guest that was like mobile and could pretty much do everything myself. Like, but yeah, they'd wake me up at like fucking 3 in the morning and want to do like tests and stuff, and I was always like, yeah, no worries. They're like, geez, you wake up so easily, and it's like, yeah, because I don't sleep very well. every every time they'd walk in the door, I'd be like, oh yeah, how you going? They're like, do you ever sleep? But yeah, I think that's probably the two main things that have probably led to it is definitely my sleep issues. I'm like, yeah, as I said, that's why they were checking my lungs a lot because they reckon my blood levels and my oxygen are really good just normally. But as soon as I try and go to sleep, it's like it just goes and like dips really fast. So yeah, it's like that's why they want to do a heap of sleep studies on me. Um, yeah, and like that December, like I just yeah, I think I just go too hard December, like having those fucking. I mean, it's all right just to have 2 beers every day, but I'd be having like others and like on weekends just going hard, and I probably wasn't eating very well in December either, and I just wasn't really like I was just being sort of pretty reckless, so that's probably got a lot to do with it as well. Cheers, Joe. Other Joe. Oh no, it's Matt. I was thinking it was Joe. Cheers, Matt. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, they were just all like very. You'd get different. You know how you get some that are like really gentle and they'll like warn you when they're about to like jab a needle into you or do some sort of like like a test on you. And then you'll get the ones that just want to get it done quick and they're brutal. They'll just they won't even tell you. They'll just be like, but yeah, that I the one that there was a young girl that was like, yeah, she was a lot more sort of serious. She wasn't as like outgoing as a lot of the others. And like every time she had to sort of test me and that, and they were doing this needle thing into like my like like in my sort of like belly area. And she'd just come along, and the others would be like, "Oh, okay, you're ready to go," because you'd sort of it had hurt a fair bit. And like, yeah, she'd just come along and go, and I'd be like, I wasn't even ready. I'd be ready to like brace myself for it, and she'd already done it. She goes, "Yeah, I don't fuck around. I just get it done." I'm like, "Yeah, I actually prefer that. Just it's a lot better. You don't think about it as much." Yeah, where was I up to? Here we go. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, one thing that like the hardest thing though was because I didn't know how long I was going to be in there for, and I don't have anyone on the outside to like tend tend to my dogs. Well, I do have people I could have probably relied on, but it's like I just wanted to do it myself. Like I don't want some random person I work with that I don't really know that well going through my house and going through all my shit trying to find stuff to like. I just wanted to go home and just get it done myself. And they were like really, really against it, me leaving on that first night. And I'm like, well, it's got to be done. I'm like, I just have no family here. I said I'm not originally from this town. Like, yeah, it's like I just have to get home and get it done. And they said we don't recommend you leaving, but it's on your terms. If something happens, you've got to sign for it, and we're not responsible and all this stuff. And I'm like, but I feel fine. Like nothing's gonna happen. And I think the main reason too was because it was a 42-degree day. So you could imagine like how fucked that is, 42 degrees Celsius. It's like 110 Fahrenheit or something. And yeah, here I am just wanting to leave the hospital to go feed the dogs. But yeah, because I went and did it the first time and I was back within like 40 minutes and yeah, it was like I feel fine. Then they just let me do it every day. But yeah, I had to keep like signing out and then coming back in and yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, definitely, dude. That's the thing. Like when I was a kid, I used to like gasp for air and stuff when I slept. And to be honest, dude, I've probably been a shit sleeper my whole life, but just thought it was normal. So that probably hasn't helped. Like all these years, I've probably just thought, oh, when I don't get decent sleeps and I wake up feeling like shit going to work in the morning, I'm probably just like, oh, that's just the normal feeling. But they're like, no, you're probably going to work every day of your life running on like four cylinders, sort of thing. They're like, you'll be amazed if you get your sleep sorted and you get decent sleeps every night, how much different it'll be. Yeah. But that's the thing. They still don't really know what's going on. I had to have like, yeah, a CT scan and all this different shit. But yeah, I've said it before, and I mean, people can whinge all they want and not agree with me, but when I had that second COVID jab, I just didn't feel right after I had it. And I feel like that's when I sort of started to feel like I had some slight blood flow issues and like not sleeping as good and stuff. So yeah, I just kept thinking of that, like, and it annoyed me because I never wanted to get jabbed in the first place. People will go, "Oh, it's got nothing to do with it," but you know your own body. Like I just know when I had the first jab, I felt fine and nothing felt different. But after the second one, I just didn't feel the same afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. No, well, the main one that you'd think would have been like that, she was really nice. Yeah, well, that was another concern as well. When I got out of hospital, we had massive bushfires only like about 15 minutes from where I live. So that was scary as well. Like, I was going to bed every night just looking out the window thinking, fuck, don't come any closer. I mean, because I live in a town where it's built up, the likeliness of getting really fucked over is very slim, but still, it is a massive fucking forest in that area. So, cheers, Brandon. Yeah. And I feel like in Australia, I feel like a lot of people now are leaning now towards like Pauline Hanson. It's amazing. Yeah, I can't believe how peach forward this beer is. Like I'm about to drink one that's similar, but it's like called Just Peachy, and it's a peacherine only double dry hopped IPA. So I'm like, this tastes like peach. What's this one going to taste like? I've got a massive craving though for like a barrel aged stout. I just feel like I haven't had one for so long. And I was like, oh, it would be good to have a barrel aged stout as my first beer back. But then I thought, nah, I've got to do these 4 beers or else they're going to be sitting for so long. So yeah, that's the first. And that's the details of that. And as I said, Bracket's probably one of our highly regarded breweries here in Australia in Sydney. Sydney's got the best beer scene at the moment, in my opinion. I always thought Melbourne did, but I feel like Sydney in the last few years has taken over. So yeah, we'll get on to this peach one. And I'm not normally a massive fan of stone fruit forward beers, so I mean that last one's all right, but I was hoping for some like white grape and more sort of tropical notes. You got like passion fruit and peach, but yeah, you didn't really get like any pineapple or orange or even like grapefruit. See, this one smells really vibrant. Yeah, so that's when these beers come out, dude. So what I do when I do the 4 beers from or the however many beers limited releases by a company, I'll just write down the date, like the month and the year. So these were released December 25. What game's on? God, it's like we're living. It's like Western society's just full communism now, isn't it? It's fucked. A League, yep. Oh yeah, they play a lot of Friday night games, don't they? Or not a lot, but as in the Friday night games normally like a big game. So yeah, exactly. I'd probably say maybe slightly darker orange. It's probably not shown on the camera. The head's exactly the same. Yeah, maybe leaning more hazy, sort of in between cloudy and hazy. But yeah, the head's the same. The lighter carbonation, the medium body. Just yeah, a little bit darker, a little bit more sort of yeah, hop saturated. If you get what I mean. It's got nice legs on it. This one. Yeah, massive peach, some orange, some tangerine. Oh, that hate speech bill is fucked. You know how we just have our general discussions on here sometimes, and I'll be just talking about how immigration needs to come to a halt and just stuff like that. Like you could get sent to jail just for speaking your mind on a public platform. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. We'll all be like that guy from Peking Duck. I love how he's getting the piss taken out of him lately. Yeah, it's like the yeah, it's like the COVID jabs was the start of it all. Now it's like you were made to do that, you succumb to that, now you can succumb to anything we put in front of you. Anyway, let's not get political now. I feel like Australia went downhill as soon as we gave the guns up. That's when it, yeah, that's when we started having all these issues after that. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, we've had some discussions on here, like that we could get in trouble for. Like we've just been speaking our mind politically, and no one's ever said anything really vicious, but we've said stuff that they could deem as being hate speech because, yeah, like just speaking of like getting immigrants from certain areas of the world and stuff like that. Like you could get accused of being like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Anyway, back to the beer. How's that start of the video I had? That was legendary. What a way to come back. Everyone would have just been like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, what's he saying? He doesn't know what he's doing." This guy. I just can't get over how peachy it is. Is there like a peach dessert that's like it just reminds me of like I don't know if you can get like a peach pie or a oh actually, yeah, peaches and cream. That's what it reminds me of. It's just got that sort of like slightly creamy, not milky, but like creamy, biscuity sort of texture with like a just a massive peach presence. Yeah, exactly. I've been watching so much shit on YouTube and like I've always wanted to go to all these countries in Europe, just like massive bucket list for me. And when I look at the footage of them now, I'm like, I don't even want to go there anymore. They just look like shitholes. Yeah. Was in there for about 4 days, Matt. I expected to be in there for a couple of hours, and and I was like, "Fuck." Yeah, I think I was in there for 3 nights, and I come out, and I was like, I said to the doctor, I said, "Oh, um, yeah, should I go back to work like next week straight up?" And he said, "No, I'd prefer if you had a week's rest at home before you go back." He said, "We want to do further like tests and monitoring, and we want you to sort out some stuff at the hospital and the doctors and that during the week." So he's like, "We'd rather you stay home." So I've been at home all week, but it's sort of awkward because I've felt okay. But yeah, it's like I mean, I'm just doing what the doctor says. So I think I've still got a heap of sick leave at work, so it works out all right. It's good to rest up and yeah, be back to, I don't know. Like as I said, I never felt really ill or anything. I just had all this swelling and my blood flow just didn't feel right. And obviously my legs were sore because they were swollen. But be interesting to know how much, because like my ankles, my calves, my knees, my feet, just everything just had all this fluid around built up. And I felt like my legs were like twice the size they normally are. I probably put on about 10 kilos. Okay, let's have a sip of this. As I said, the last beer was very peachy. This is peachy to the nth degree, but this is probably a sweeter peach. Like the other probably had more fruit, sort of like balancing it out, whereas this is all peach. Cheers. Yeah, I certainly hold back from what I say. I'm always I do say some stuff, but I'm very careful with what I say on here. Is it Bills and Broncos? See, my tip a couple of days ago, I said I reckon it'll be the Seahawks play the Texans in the Super Bowl. I don't really know where it's at though. The last few days, I don't know who's been eliminated or what. What time is it, Anderson, where you are? You what? Early morning? At least they're sort of going down fairly nice and sitting well. It would have been the sort of thing if they weren't going down very well. I would have been like, fuck, I would have just poured like a real small amount. Yeah, that's what I thought. But you're normally up during the night, aren't you? Like you work around your missus's hours or something when you're at home. Yeah. Nah, so the two that I said are still there. It's all right. whenever whenever I see the term that is correct, I think of Billy Madison. That is correct. I think that big guy says it on there. Yeah, the Texans are just on that real good winning streak. They didn't have the greatest of early start, like the start of the season or the mid-season, but yeah, they just looked really good late. And then the Seahawks have been pretty strong late too. It's one of those years it's hard to pick. There's no way in hell I would have thought the Bears would be up there. Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to see them win one. Yeah. Cheers, Anderson. We'll have a drink together someday, brother. Good to see you. I think Megadeth's new album's out. Is it out now or out soon? I seen a promo for it just before I started this. Be interesting to see how it goes. Can you put a price on peace? Cheers, Dan. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, just getting so much peach. I don't know if Angie's still here, but she'd be loving it. She loves the peach. This would be her favourite beer, even just for the name. Just peachy. I'm going to put a little more in. Yeah, I feel like I was a little generous with the pour of this one. Anyone got anything exciting on for the weekend? So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to having some sleep study because yeah, it's something I've obviously wanted to get sorted for a bit, like for a while. So fair weather fans, bro, I hate them. Yeah. Yeah, most of my teams are shit, and I always stand by them. People normally know who I barrack for, even if they're shit. Yeah, it fucking annoys me. Another thing that annoys me is when people barrack for two teams or people change their team. That's the worst. Like there was this lady that was hanging out on Miscellaneous' stream. She hangs out on there every now and then. At the moment, she barracks for the Chiefs, and she used to barrack for the Patriots. And I'm like, so who's going to be the next team she starts to support? Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? I'm like, I'm surprised she doesn't barrack for the Eagles already. It's like when people talk about sport and they're those sort of supporters, it's like I don't care what they have to say. It's like if you're just supporting a team because they're winning all the time. You're not a true supporter. Yeah. Raptors. I still can't find a fucking NBA team to support. I don't think I ever will. Maybe if I do an American trip, there might be something that sort of spurs me on. Spurs. Ooh. No, there might be something that sort of triggers a change, and then I go, nah, fuck it, I'm going to go for them. Or I might meet a player, or yeah, something might happen. But yeah, I've just found it too hard. There's a couple of teams I really like. Maybe I should, I don't know, pick one out of a hat or something. I just hate the fact that there's players I really like and then they just keep changing teams. Yeah, exactly. When they started doing the Black Lives Matter on the back of their singlets, I was like, yeah, I know nothing about it, dude, so I can't really comment on it. I remember when someone said something about it on here, I knew nothing about it. Like, because, yeah, his mum and dad are good people. His brother's awesome. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know nothing about what's going on, so I can't even. Geez, that's Geordie, isn't it? Is that you, Geordie? Yeah. I remember you had your channel fucked over or something. There, you've changed. Good to see you, brother. Fuck. There are a few players that go all right, and you think, fuck, they're pretty decent, but Illawarra Rangers matching mushies. Cool. Welcome in, brother. Where did you come from? Whose channel? When you say Illawarra, do you mean as in like are they mushies that were grown in that area? It's pretty cool. Yeah. Especially if you're a Collingwood supporter, you fucking hate Carl. Yeah. Yeah, I've been away for a bit, brother. I'm good now though. Everyone hit that like button if you haven't already. So yeah, I'm just on the second beer out of 4. Very similar to the first one. That's why I'm really looking forward to this third because it's going to be heaps different. Yeah. How you feeling now? That's the main thing. Yeah, who'd you get sent here by, like Hook or Short Straw or someone like that? Yeah. So this is the next one I'm going. looking forward to this one because it's a collaboration with Kicks. They're a fucking awesome brewery, and then it's a West Coast IPA, which is a lot better than hazy in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it just recommended you or something. Oh, cool. It's a cruisy Friday night. Up gets my Labrador. Bye bye. It's West Coast time, boys. Yeah, no worries, bro. Oh, that looks good. So obviously a change in style, hence the different colour. So it's like a burnt orange, this one. It's got a good head on it. Tight knit, foamy, about 4 finger, white. Uh, Slight chill haze on the body. But yeah, as I said, burnt orange, relatively clean. Carbonation on this one's probably a bit more than the hazies. The body's a medium as well. Let's go with. It's got that caramel toffee that I love. Yeah, I don't think I really got affected too much. I was worried I might. Um, yeah, I was worried I might get fucked over, but especially too because December I was so busy, like doing streams every day. I think though, yeah, it's almost like when they sort of see you have a little gap and then you come back. It's like I think it's almost like the algorithm doesn't really affect you too much, but probably won't be able to tell until the next few days. I mean, tonight, yeah, it's like the numbers have been good, but I've sort of advertised that I was coming back. Boutique beer. What were the hops in this bad boy again? Nelson CTZ. CTZ, I think it's Columbus something else and Zeus. I can't remember what the T is. And Chinook. That should be good with those three hops. you're gonna you're gonna install all this fear in her, and she'll be agoraphobic. She won't want to leave the house. Yeah, you're getting like orange, grapefruit. I want that like white wine character. I miss it. I've had a lot of Nelson beers lately that feel like they haven't had it as much. It's got that sort of jammy, sticky. Yeah, that sticky, jammy sort of quality. Anyway, let's get into it, boys and girls. Cheers. Where's that branding? That's the picture. It's like janitor's equipment. Pretty random. So yeah, it's Boomstick's the name of the glassware company, in brackets, obviously the brewery. Nelson Mullins. Oh yes, that's easily number one out of the three so far. West is best. Hashtag West is best. Piney, resinous, slight dankness to it. Yeah, it's very citrusy. I'm getting a touch of apricot as well, so I'd say it's like citrusy and stone fruit. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I've dabbled in it a bit, but where I live now, I don't really have the setup for it. Something I'll get back into at some stage. It's pretty fun when you fuck around and do all different styles and add some different ingredients and shit. It just takes a lot of work. Making your own sourdough would be good. Oh, this is tasty. So yeah, I'm getting like not really bread. It's more biscuity and yeah, like your caramel toffee. And then you're getting like big citrus and stone fruit character, like piney, grassy, like that resin oil sort of character. It's quite bitter. It sort of starts off sweet and then finishes really, really dry. It's a good take on a West Coast. Bracket generally do decent West Coast. They can be hit and miss, but I feel like most of the time they're decent. Ooh. Welcome back, brother. Oh, yeah. You got to get on top of that sort of stuff. Good to see you, Phil. Hopefully you're doing all right, brother. And cheers to everyone that like wrote a message or even just commented on my post or yeah. Even there was even like a lot of comments in other people's posts and people singing out when I wasn't around that I'd hear of. And, I've definitely felt the love. It's a good community we've got here. Oh, okay. Damn. One thing I do find with this beer, though, it's a little bit of a negative. I do get a touch of alcohol. The percentage was 8. I mean, it is a big beer, but generally bracket doing a double IPA West Coast, you wouldn't really get that alcohol like you do with this one. It could be the fact that I haven't drank as much lately that might play a part, but I just feel like it's a little bit boozier than what they normally would be. I I come across some more. Is it Double Vision? Yeah, I come across some more Double Visions, brother. So it's at a bottle shop that I regularly buy from. I'm just waiting on them to get the new Banks Brewing beers, and then I'm going to put in an order. I'll get like a mixed 12. So I'll probably get maybe 2 Double Vision beers. Good call. Yeah, I'm just like, take a bite. I voted in the Triple J. I always vote in the Triple J Hottest 100, even though that chat that station has gone downhill big time in the last decade or so. And they had a few Sleep Token songs in there, but they're all the ones that I'm not. I'm more of a look to Windward or Arcadia, and they had like Caramel, Dangerous, and Emergence. So I added those other ones and chucked them in, chucked in Bad Omens, and then the rest of the list was like more local sort of stuff, like who did I have? Ocean Alley, Ruby Fields, the Wombats from UK, Matt Corby, I think. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, it was a decent list, but Sleep Tokens 1 and 2 and Bad Omens is 3. Be interesting to see how their songs go in the Hottest 100. It'll sort of give you an idea as to how many people know of Sleep. What's with the hiccups? Come on. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try and get. I want to try and get a stout from them. If I can't get a stout, I'll try and get like a West Coast and a hazy. Cheers, Kerry. Yeah, I'm going all right, apart from the hiccups. Should have seen the start of my video. I was going for 4 or 5 minutes without anyone hearing what I was saying. I was letting my heart out, just talking about what had happened and yeah, like how I was missing the community and how everyone's been really good and all that shit. And the whole time I was like, my microphone was muted. What an idiot. Now I've got the hiccups. Yeah, I want to try that again. I haven't had it for a while. I need to do, I want to try and get a heap of different Cooper's beers. It'd be cool to do a Cooper's show where I just do maybe 4 or 5 different Cooper's beers side by side. Yeah, that's cool. Did you start off with like songs like Atlantic and Euclid and Arcadia, and then all of a sudden she's listening to Vor? So let's get swallowed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've really enjoyed their last couple of tunes I've heard. The one I put in my top 10 was fuck. Can't remember the name of it now. The film clip they're on a yacht out in the water like they always are. It's got like some really good like harmonies and shit in it. Just like real chilled. If you go onto Spotify, I think it's like the second song. I just can't remember the fucking name of it. Yeah. Yeah. Stone and Wood was one of the first craft beers I got into. I've felt like now it's probably so much more mass produced. I feel like it's not quite as good as what it used to be. But in saying that, the Galaxy hop, which is in Pacific Ale, that hasn't been as good as what it used to be since we had the real bad bushfires a few years ago. It is starting to get good again now, so Pacific Ale will probably start tasting better in the next year or so. Yes, you know it. That's all I needed, some guidance as to what the name is. Yeah, that's a fucking great tune. Yeah, I had that, or I had three of their songs in my short list, and I kept listening to them more and more, and I was like, nah, First Blush is the one I really like. It reminds me of is it Knees? I think they got a song called Knees. On my knees again. Oh, I can't remember how it goes. Yeah, that song's fucking awesome. Take Me Back to Eden's definitely one of my favorite albums, but even that song itself is one of my favorite songs. I just love the change ups in it, and I I love songs that are lengthy. They got heaps going on, and they go for ages. Like that change up in Ascensionism is fucking unreal. I'm still waiting on my cap. I think it I think it was meant to come in late January, early February. I really wanted some Sleep Token merch, and then I finally come across this fucking cap that's like one of the greatest hats I've ever seen. And I've ordered it, and then it's like I've got to wait so long for it to turn up. Oh, that's a great album too. Yeah, I don't know. It was like a pre-order, but I don't know why it's taken so long. It's been like fucking 4 months or something. So yeah, it's black and it's got the pink. It's probably pink there and pink on the peak, and then it's got a white sleep token like their big logo, which looks sick as. And then next to the logo is a big flamingo, which is bright pink as well. It's just such an awesome looking hat. I just hope it's like a decent, normal, like snapback. It's not some small fucking dad looking cap when I get it and it doesn't fit properly. It's Christmas Eve and I've only got 2 fucking presents. And I hate you. Just the filth that comes out of their mouths. I'm on to the last one, boys and girls. I want to know if Craig Molson is still about. So I'm not going to lie, there's a possibility I might crack his stout tonight. Or is that amateurish if I do 4 bracket beers and then do another bracket beer? Should I do something else? Fuck, this beer looks good. Wow. So this is the double IPA called Ultraviolet at 8.5%. Citra, Idaho 7, and New Zealand Cascade. All over it. Look at that colour. That's nice. So it's like a very vibrant, like bright orange. May not look that good in the camera, but I would say a 2-finger white tight knit head. I'm going to say medium to full body. It looks a bit thicker, this one. And same with the haze. It's quite hazy. So, yeah, hop saturated, sort of dense. Yeah, carbonation still looks pretty mild. Let's go with. Looks tremendous. Another word I like that you use, Phil, is immense. His knowledge is immense. I love it. Oh, man. That is good. Woo. Hello, Smokey's on the cognac again. Fuck yeah, good to see, bro. I'm gonna try some. I haven't had any for ages. Have you? Here's one for you, dude. You're just getting into your craft. You're in your early days in your craft beer journey. Get yourself, if you can. It's going to be a hard find, but you'll eventually get one. Get yourself a cognac barrel aged stout. You'll be like, ooh, baby. It's rare. It'll be hard to find, but you'll definitely get one eventually. I've had a few. Oh, fuck, this smells good. It's piney. And like hazies generally aren't piney, but when they are, they're fucking unreal. So yeah, it's piney. I'm getting like pineapple, passion fruit, peach, like tangerine. There's just so much going on. It's actually got a real like sweet, juicy pineapple going on. Yeah. Yeah, nah, you would love it, bro. Get yourself, if you can, write. If you got a pen and paper with you, or you can write it down. Probably the best cognac barrel aged beer I've had. I had a variant of Black Tuesday. So Black Tuesday is an imperial stout by the brewery, and brewery is spelt Bruery. They're out of California. Every now and then in Australia, we get variants of their beers. You might get them in New Zealand as well. So yeah, it's Black Tuesday's cognac barrel aged version. It is fucking awesome. Or as Phil says, it's immense. I had a brandy one. I obviously had like bourbon and whiskey ones, but I had all these other variants as well, like rum, brandy, cognac, even some wine, some like Shiraz, and yeah, we had so many beers that day. It was probably the most drunk I've ever been in my life. Oh, shit, this beer smells good. Another thing I hate when you get this shit on the back of cans. You ready? Bracket Brewing acknowledge the Gardigal people of the Ura Nation as the traditional custodians of the ancestral homelands upon which our brewery is situated. It's like, come on. Do you really care about that? I don't think you do. It's like the welcome to country bullshit. I thought you'd agree. This is going to be a big beer. Very big, very large, cumbersome. Cheers. Ooh, wow. It's a juicy boy. Easy there, big fella. Yeah. Even yeah, just say to him, dude, if you know of any cognac, because there might be a Kiwi brewery that does one. It's going to be rare as fuck. It's going to be hard for you to get one, but when you get one, because I know you love that spirit, I just feel like it's going to be right down your alley. If you want a real rush, no, if you want a beer that really fucking hits the spot, barrel aged, get yourself a coconut imperial stout aged in rum. That's another winner, another winning combination. That's probably a bit easier to find. But yeah, I've had some absolute delights like coconut, imperial stouts with like toasted coconut, sometimes vanilla as well, or chocolate. And then, yeah, but barrel aged in rum instead of bourbon or whiskey. Woo! Easy, big fella. One thing that's awesome, Brandon, is one of my mates in the US. He was doing a beer review and he was eating like they were meat sticks, sort of like you know how we have twiggy sticks here in Australia. He was calling them meat sticks, and they were from a place called Costanza's. I'm like, fuck yeah! I'm like, was Elaine and Frank there and George? Costanza, Serenity now. Yeah, it's so good. Sometimes you can get a coconut porter, Smoky. You'll even get yeah, yeah, just a basic porter, but it has like coconut in it. And sometimes it can be rum barrel aged. It's like, oh my god. Here we go. Worth it? Question mark. Can't stand you. The summer of George. When I got out of hospital and I come home and there's all these fucking cans all over my benches and dirty glasses and stuff, I started laughing and thought of the summer of George. I'm like, yeah, this boy's gone hard in December. Oh, you know how I say I shouldn't buy any more glassware? I bought another glass. I had to get it. It's the official Victoria Bitter glass. It's fucking awesome. So next session I have on the VBs, I'll be drinking out of the proper glassware. The summer of Sammy was a success until he had to go to hospital. So who's drinking in the chat? It's good to be back, peeps. It is good to be back. It's a good feeling. I miss this shit. I miss that warm, fuzzy feeling in my head and my heart. I just love talking shit and drinking beers. It's fun. Yeah, it's two questions. Actually, there's quite a few questions I kept getting asked in hospital. One of the main ones they kept saying is, "Are you a smoker?" It's like, no. If I have any lung issues, it is not due to smoking. I do not smoke. I've never smoked. Let's just put that out there. And then every now and then you get the, oh, do you drink? How many beers do you have a week? And then it's like, oh, okay. You've got me on that one. Yeah, cool. Nostalgia is a good thing. Yes. Did you take her home? Imagine that. Imagine if I just come out and said, "Oh, look, I'm going to be brutally honest. I do beer reviews on YouTube, and for the whole of December, I had at least probably 3 beers minimum every day." Uh, that explains a lot, mister. That's why you're probably in here. I told them I have an OnlyFans account, and they go under the name of Mike Honcho. Who knows where that's from? Hey, I like to spread my butt cheeks apart under the name Mike Honcho. Yes. Who can tell me which movie that is from? I don't know if it says OnlyFans, but it definitely says about Mike Honcho spreading his butt cheeks apart. I'm so keen for that beer that buddy Craig gifted me. Oh, it's gonna be so good. But I want to drink it when he's around, and I feel like he's probably gone to bed or he's got something else on. Cheers, Luke. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I thought I'd come back with a bang. I come back in the first 5 minutes of my stream, I was on silent, dude. What a mess. Everyone's like, you sound, I can't hear. Ah, fuck. I was pouring my heart out with all the shit and no one could hear me. Yeah, fuck 'em. They got the easiest ride. Being famous. This beer is delightful. This is what I'm drinking for those that have just joined. This is the fourth of four. But yeah, I've only drank like half of each one, so I got no idea what's going on in the chat. I'm somewhat confused, perplexed. Remember this one? Remember this one I did just before? Maybe this was the end of me. I did that one about 2 days before I went to hospital. Let's go back to the double dry hopped IPA, Simcoe and Nelson. We're going to do a Cube, so I've got to remember to leave a little bit. But yeah, at the moment, I would say I probably like the last beer the most, then the West Coast, then probably the first beer, then the second one last. Second one's just too peachy. There's nothing else. It's just all peach. You got no other flavour. Don't be knocking people that keep falling asleep. That's me. It's probably, though, due to the fact that there's no oxygen getting to my blood. I'm probably right there. Once I get this sleep shit sorted, I'll be good. I hope. No, I know you're not talking about me, bro. Are you talking about? I'm assuming you're talking about people that are on that other channel you speak of. The one that Evie loves. She hates it, but she always talks about it. Oh, I'm getting a lot of pine. Hello. One thing too is I haven't had dinner yet. I got myself a roast chook from the supermarket, so I can't wait to make the greatest, dirtiest chook sangers of all time. I'm gonna go. I don't have any cheese, so I think I'm just gonna go mayo. I'm gonna go mayo and butter, salt, pepper, and just a heap of chook. That's all you need. The bachelor's handbag, the old roast chook. Hit that like button too, peeps, if you haven't already. Yeah, sounds delightful. I had steak last night. I had steak the night before. I'll probably have steak tomorrow night. I bought like about 6 steaks, so steak's good. I could smash it nearly every night, but you just got to mix up what you have with it. I can't just have like steak and veggies or steak and salad or steak and eggs sort of every night. It's like I've got to mix up what I have with it. Does Yasker go on that listen thing as well, does he? Steak and mushrooms. Yeah, I'm not a big mushroom fella. I just something about them. I can handle them in small doses. Like if you've got like just say a little bit of mushroom on a pizza or pasta or maybe even a little bit of mushroom on top of the steak, but not like as a side dish. But yeah, I could totally see why people would have that. I must admit, I was a little concerned tonight, just with the fact of having like a couple of beers and I don't know, just not feeling too well after I'd have them. But yeah, it just feels like normal, so it's good. So I've had that first one for the second time, and yeah, just the same as when I had it and originally. It's got a real peach presence to it, but you're getting some other sort of citrusy tropical notes. It's not bad, but I just wanted more from the Nelson. It might be the fact that it's probably like 5 or 6 weeks old now, so you might be losing a bit of the hop character. But yeah, this one here, this was my least favourite. I'm gonna have it again now. It was just I'm not a huge stone fruit fan. I don't really enjoy peaches and apricots by themselves. And yeah, for me, that's all this is, just all peach. I'm going to have an intermission soon. Visit the old throne. Busting for a wee. That's the worst thing too, because I'm on all these different meds just to get all the fluid. Because I had all this fluid in my legs and stuff, I had to try and get it out. One thing that was good is they didn't try and drain it out really quickly. They've just done it gradually. But the shit thing is there's still some there. Whereas I would have thought by now it would have all been gone. But yeah, it's yeah, I've been pissing so much. Good God, speaking of pissing. Do any of yous go up on his panel? Maybe I should make an appearance one day. If I check out his channel and I see all you guys in the chat, I'm going to go up on there and just start talking shit. Yeah, that helps. I definitely don't feel like fucking tired and lethargic. Probably helps too. I've got a bit of sun, bit more tan on the old skin. I could do it for sure. Is he going tonight? I might even go over there tonight. Cause a bit of ruckus. I'm one of those people. I love going on random streams and just talking shit because I'm one of those people. I don't give a fuck. So I'll just talk to anyone and I don't care. Generally, if you're a loud Australian, it's it's always entertaining. Oh, yeah. So he is live now. It's rubbish, Smokey. It's certainly nothing of value. It's what's it called? These guys seem to talk about it a lot. It's like they love it. It's just like a bunch of stoners and druggies and drinkers that get together and just seem to argue with each other and talk shit and yeah, Evie Evie hates it, but she talks about it all the time. She secretly loves it. She wants to be a moderator. Yeah, see, classic example. It's like when a girl has a crush on a guy and they just can't help talking about it. I see your boyfriend was in Melbourne recently. Young Blood. His biggest song was a cover. Come on. You can't be having your biggest song as a cover of someone else. You always know that if there's a male performer and every single person in the crowd is a female, generally means that their musical ability isn't as great as what people say it is. It sounds harsh, but I'm calling it. Practically everyone in the crowd was just a female. There's no dudes to be seen. All the girls are just there because they think he's hot. That's about all it is. Yep. I'm calling it. I don't care if people don't like that comment. It's accurate. They crap on saying, oh, he's the next big thing in rock. It's turn it up. Fuck off. There's plenty of good fucking rock and metal out there. Youngblood's certainly not the king. Am I going? Oh, to Ed Sheeran. Am I going to that? I'm not going to hate on him, though. Just the same as I don't hate on Taylor Swift. I respect musicians. They both write their own songs. They both mix up genres. They both play guitar. Good on them. I've got no hatred towards them at all. Just not my cup of tea. I mean, as I said, I even had a Taylor Swift song stuck in my head there for a couple of weeks, a few weeks ago. It just had that sort of catchiness to it, and I was like, fuck. But yeah, you're not going to see me at a concert fucking rocking out. I'm going to have a little nutcase. They're mates, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're good mates. Mm. Whatever happened to that? Why? This is what I want to know. Why did we go through all the rigmarole, all the bullshit of this gay marriage bill years ago? We all had to vote on it. It cost fucking millions and millions of dollars. Since that happened, how many people do you know that are gay? And how many people do you know that got married? I know a fuckload of gay people. I have cousins, I have friends, I have workmates. So many gay people I know, even just like throughout where I live in Melbourne, all that shit. And where's all these weddings? Like, why the fuck did we vote on that shit? I have not heard of I reckon I've heard of about maybe 3 weddings. It's like, where are all these weddings? Why did we vote on this bullshit? Like, what a load of crap. It just seems like the government they're worrying about issues that they don't need to. It's like wasting all this money on this bullshit where they could be spending it somewhere a lot better. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. There would I'm gonna be brutal though. There would never be a female that would be that fucking musically talented where would warrant that. Ooh, controversial. Yeah, Elton John's good. Heard a couple Elton John songs on the radio the other day, and I was like, "Yep, fair play. This guy has some fucking classic tunes. Good on him. Apparently his gig at see, I obviously live in southwest Victoria. So my nearest city before Melbourne is Geelong. And he did a gig at Mount Dunedin, which is the winery just on my side of Geelong. Apparently it was fucking awesome. And I was like, fuck, I wish I had a went. Like, it would have been pretty cool. You only know one gay person. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, as Steve said, if you had like a, I don't know, who's like a say if you had Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney to me is the girl at the moment that every guy fucking drools over. And because of that, every female fucking hates her. And it's harsh. Like it's it's not her fault. She's just extremely sexy. And every guy just sees that sex appeal in her and just wants her. Like she's just that type of chick. And there's just always that hatred for girls like that. Like back in the day, every girl would have hated Pamela Anderson because every guy would have just thought she was like the hottest thing ever. And it's like, yeah, it's not really the case when it's guys, when it's the other way around. Guys will just be like, yeah, like me sort of thing, and just go, oh, I just think young blood's overrated. I feel like he's only where he is because girls find him attractive. And yeah, it's like, but I don't, it's not like I hate on him or anything, but yeah, there's just this massive hatred at the moment for Sydney Sweeney. Anything she does, all these girls just fucking turn on her. It's harsh as fuck. Yeah, nah, there's so much hate for her. And generally it's the lefty woke type. They hate her. Like remember when she did that jeans commercial? Everyone was just fucking hating on her for some reason. So she's done nothing wrong. I'm going to have a short interlude. I need to visit the bathroom. So I'll be back shortly. Hang in there. I will be back. And we're back. Westy time. Oh, gotta remember to leave some for the cuvee. That might do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was in the toilet, Evie. I had to drain the lizard, as they say. Oh, that's what a kind message there from this young subscriber. Cheers, bro. From Smalley182, you rock, Sammy. I missed you, mate. I'm your number one fan. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're all fairly similar, these cans. They've sort of got that like floral. It's just basic, but I like their logo. Yeah, it's just a like just a hop plant just hanging. Very simple. Pretty cool. Pretty, 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 pretty. He looks like me. What an ugly cunt. Pot plant, yeah. Cheers, legends. Hopefully you're all having a good night or good day wherever the fuck you're from. I've missed this. Good times. I've got a bit of a buzz on. It's a good feeling. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm going to make the greatest chicken sandwiches known to man as soon as I'm done. Ooh. Yeah, this is yeah. I was going to say this is the one where I noticed a bit of booze. I was like, I'm getting like it sounds fucked up, but I'm getting like a diesel alcohol type burn. And yeah, it's the same beer where I noticed it before. It's a deep burn. What is it Ron Burgundy says? Oh, I can't remember. It's boring, but it's part of my life. Been going for 2 hours. Good boy. So that stream is finished that you were talking about? What's his name? LC? I just went to see who was live, and Hook's live, and he's talking about me. He goes, "Is he still live?" Hook, what a legend. Maybe I should go on to Hook's channel. Me and Hook hanging out would be a good time. Yeah, I remember that. God, did you hear that car go past? That sounds like it needs some major work. And it's backfiring now. Yeah, I definitely remember you saying that at the time. Oh, thanks, Kerry. Yeah. Cheers. I feel the love. Thank you. As I said, they still haven't worked out exactly what's wrong with me. But my main two issues that I feel like it's coming from, where it stems from, I've had sleep issues for a very, very long time. And I think that's got a lot to do with it, but also that second jab I had during COVID. I feel like my blood flow just hasn't felt the same since I had that second jab. And yeah, actually, the third thing is, yeah, obviously during December, I wasn't really looking after myself. I was drinking every day, at least probably 3 beers. There's some days I was having heaps, like on weekends and stuff, and um, yeah, probably eating shit as well, and turning up to work, working hard, and then coming home, and it's. I think it's all like a lot of it can just be the fact that you live by yourself and you don't have that other person to sort of help you out. And yeah, when you're working 12-hour days, and the last thing you want to do is go to the supermarket and buy a heap of supplies and then cook dinner. It's like, fuck it, I'm just getting takeaway. And like, it just got to that point in December. I was doing so much overtime. Yeah, it was a shit of a month, to be honest. It was pretty shit month. But yeah, it's definitely a wake up call. It's like next December, I need to sort shit out a bit better, not have another rerun like that. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that. Yeah, not everyone's perfect. Obviously, yeah, we all have our flaws, and yeah, during December was yeah, what the those Advent beers hit the spot, but fuck, I should have just stuck with them and that's it, not carried on. Just get too carried away, and you sort of think you're invincible, and yeah, then all of a sudden it's like, fuck, you're having blood issues. It's like, fuck, my body can't handle it. Yeah. It's probably an escape too. Like, there's no excuse at the end of the day, but I get pretty miserable over Christmas. I don't have family to hang out with. I think I hate it. I hate when it comes up. I'm like, I fucking hate this month. So it's probably like I probably overindulge in like a I probably overindulge in a bit of a yeah, like a miserable state sort of thing. It's easy to say, Brandon, but yeah, everyone has their everyone has their sort of struggles and stuff, and yeah. At the end of the day, I thought I was fine, so I just kept doing what I was doing. But then obviously that half my battle too is I'm in my mid-40s, but I still act and feel like I'm in my 20s. So yeah, that's half the battle. I'll go out and do shit. I'll kick the footy around like I'm still in my 20s. I'll be running around and fucking marking and doing this and that. And then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck, I'm sore. And it's like, yeah, well, no wonder you're fucking middle aged now, boy. Just settle down. Yeah, what's your age again? I just don't want to get old. I love being young. Yeah. Where's Janine? I took her out. It was a Friday night. I wore cologne to get the feeling right. Yeah, I seen a chick wearing Janine's Blink nurse outfit as a Halloween thing this year, and I was like, wow, fuck, she looked good. That is like a sexy outfit if there's ever one. Hang on a tick. I'm just going to send Hook a message. Fuck it. He's ended. Dickhead. Because he's there going, oh, where's Sammy? What's he doing? Is he still alive? I thought I would have been a perfect opportunity to actually go on his channel for once. And I've just gone over there and said, oh, what's going on? Where are you? Have you got any drink? Let's have a catch up. And then I noticed his channel's it's ended. Dead to me. So yeah, what Craig Molson has got me, the magnificent bastard. I was chasing a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout by this very brewery I'm drinking now. It was a very rare limited release, so I don't know if it was for a special box or they just did it in a small batch. But I'd never seen it, and I'd had all their other barrel aged beers and was very impressed by them. And then Craig's like, "Oh, look, I've got another one for you. I'll send it to you." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So yeah, I've got this beer now, and I can't wait to review it. But it's like, I was thinking maybe tonight because he's not around. I don't want to. I don't. I want to review it when he's around because yeah, he's obviously gifted it to me. He sent it all the way from Sydney. So yeah, let's do this last beer again. I'm still thinking this is the best out of the four. Ugh. I might have fucked up the order. I reckon this is the West Coast. It's got to be the West Coast, surely. Look at the colour of it. Yeah, boy. Camping. Big-breasted Asian women camping. That is quite the genre. Yes. Fuck, that's bitter and dry. Ooh. I was gonna go check out Hook Evie. Now he's finished. I thought, oh, it would have been good if we hung out together. But yeah, there's probably no one else on there. Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky you live in a state where it's nice weather. It's been shit here in Victoria the last few days. Yeah, I went over there just to see what he was doing. I heard him talking about me, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I should come over there and go live with him." And then I went back there and he'd finished it up. Yeah, it's very random. It's that time of the night. It's time for a cuvee. Oh yeah, baby, baby, baby. Actually, don't throw them away just yet, because you better show what what you like out of them. Baby, baby, baby. It actually looks pretty good, this bit. So there's a combination of all four together. It actually looks pretty good. Follow the rice, pay the price. I like it. That is a good call. One time at band camp. Yeah, Smokey loves the Asian girls. Smokey needs to come on a Thailand trip with me. I've probably got a couple of kids in Thailand. Imagine that. You just I randomly just get some little Thai boys coming up going, yeah, boy. West is best, proper glassware. Dry, dank, and bitter, motherfucker. I'll never forget when I was in Patong and I'm just strolling down the fucking main stretch there with my girlfriend at the time. And this young Thai girl just comes up and just fucking full on just grabs my cock just and just like winks at me. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, surely if you're a single guy, that's still extremely awkward, but they're probably going to love it. But I'm there walking with my girlfriend and you do that. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, I just copped it. Like, I copped the biggest fucking like earful from it. It's like, well, it's not my fault. All I was doing was walking down the road with you, and they've done it to me. It's like it's not my fault that I've copped it. Like, that's the reason why you come here. You just want it there. It's like it's got nothing to do with that. Shut up. Love you a long time. Yeah. I just like, yeah, I'm the sort of guy like, yeah, some guys would probably thrive on that, but I just felt so uncomfortable. I'm just walking down the street with my girlfriend, and some girl just comes up and just goes, I'm sure it happens to many people. I remember too at one stage we're at this bar and this seedy old like he would have been European. He must have got sick of hitting on all the Thai girls and them not wanting him anymore. So then he started hitting on my girlfriends. So I just went up to him and just looked him in the eye and I said, "Are you sure you know what you're doing? You want to ask again?" Like in his own fucking lingo, I'm like, "Fuck off, you dumb cunt." There's just so many guys out there. It's just all they think about. Nah, I was only joking. It could be a possibility, but I'd like to think not. Nah, I just gave it to him verbally and looked him in the eye like I was going to kill the cunt, but yeah, he walked away. The only person I've smacked in Thailand is a fellow motorbike rider that tried to rob me. I gave him a knife. He was wearing a helmet, and I still made him fly. Now, I went the first time I arrived in Bangkok, new to the country, had no idea what to think. My mate was in Europe at the time, so he was coming to Bangkok. We were meeting there, but I was getting there a day before he was. And I got off the plane from Australia. It was all new to me. I was going from Bangkok airport right into the heart of the city. And I had my gear with me on the back seat, and I was sitting in the front. No, sorry, I was sitting in the back seat, but my gear was sitting on the opposite side of the back seat. And I'm just sitting there talking shit to the driver. The driver was a really good bloke. And we were going from the airport into the city. It was my first time in Thailand. I'd only ever been to Fiji, and that was it as far as overseas. And anyway, we stopped at these lights, and then we stopped at other sets of lights, and you don't realize there's so many fucking bikers just everywhere. And we stopped at a set of lights getting into the city, and all of a sudden I noticed the door opens and some random guy on a motorbike tried to grab my bag. I had a big like footy bag, like Melbourne Demons, like old school footy bag, just full of all my shit. And this guy's opened up the door and went to grab it. And I was too quick. I've just like fucking smacked him in the helmet, and it's like sort of like caused him to sort of, I don't know if it hurt him or not, but because I've hit him so hard, it's sort of like, he's obviously let go of the bag. And then the taxi driver's quickly like taken off. So it was like a perfect situation. So that was my first encounter with Thailand, being in a taxi, having some cunt on a motorbike try to rob me and then punching him in the head. It was a delightful experience. But one thing with a lot of the Thai guys is it's the same with a lot of Southeast Asians, Indians, that they just don't, a lot of them are little and they don't have that strength. So, I mean, obviously, some of them are fighters. Like when it comes to Muay Thai and that, they're going to fucking chop you up. But if they're just regular guys on the street committing crimes and they come up against an Aussie guy that's like fucking big and burly and strong and stuff, it's not the ideal situation. So if he didn't have a helmet on, I probably would have fucking killed the gun. Tried to, Evie, tried to, but was unsuccessful. Simo, good to see you, brother. Doing your show tonight? I'm assuming you are. Bangkok, yeah. Bangkok, first time I went there, I fucking hated it. And then the second time I loved it. It's just, you've just got to be in the right mindset. I think, but because the first time I went there, I was just like, fuck, like this is another world. Like the culture shock really got me. I seen a lot of shit that just sort of fucked with my head, and I was just like, I don't know if I like this place. I don't really want to be here. It's dirty. It's poverty. It's like, And then the second time I went there, I just sort of did a heap of research and embraced the shitness, and thought it was great. So yeah, fucking Indians. They take over. It's amazing how much Indians just like to. No, our country's shit. Let's go somewhere else. So they just go and live somewhere else because they know they can just mooch and live off the hard work of others. They love it. Why don't you stay in your own country and sort it out? You might have a really nice place there if you actually put in the hard work. Yeah, definitely. But I reckon you'll find Vietnam's probably similar, dude. Cheers, Phil. Thanks for hanging in, brother. Good to see you again. Cheers, Angie. Good to see you, mate. Nah, doing all right, mate. I never really got to a point where like I felt really ill or felt really bad or anything like that. So what happened is I went to work Monday of last week. I did have issues maybe, I don't know, weeks leading up to it where I felt like my blood flow just didn't feel right and like I had a little bit of swelling and stuff like in my legs, like my knees, my calves, my feet. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm going to have to get that checked out. And then just this one Monday at work, I went to work and I couldn't even get my work boots on. I'm like, fuck, this is fucked. And like I sort of felt a bit off, and I'm like I still worked for the day, but yeah, I didn't feel right most of the day. And then yeah, Tuesday morning I woke up and I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to hospital. I'm gonna go get checked out. I'm not going to the doctor because doctors in Australia now, it's getting to a stage where you'll just get anything because it's all paid for, and it's like the country's is flooded with immigrants and that now. It's hard to get a decent doctor. So I'm like, nah, I want to go to the hospital. I'm going to emergency because I'm pretty sure whatever's going on probably needs to get tended to straight away. And then anyway, I got checked up, and yeah, there was a bit of concern. They were sort of worried that it could have been heart, could have been lungs, it could have been liver. And it was just like, yeah, they wanted to get on top of it, but they were really unsure as to what it was, and they're still sort of unsure. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but anyway, I went into hospital and they did a heap of tests, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you're gonna have to stay the night because we're gonna do further tests on you and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough," but I didn't expect to be there the whole week. So I had to keep coming home to feed the dogs and stuff because I've got no one else to look after them. So that was a bit of a pain in the ass. So anyway, I stayed in hospital and just rested up, and work kept ringing me or messaging me, wondering where I was and what's going on. And I was like, I can't sort of update you because I don't know what's happening. And like, it's still sort of the same now. But anyway, the whole time I sort of felt all right. But I just had, yeah, as I said, I just had this swelling in my legs, and yeah, my blood flow just felt a bit funny. You just know your own body to know that it's not right. I never really felt like sick or had pains or anything like that. And yeah, so this week I've been at home, but I've felt okay. Like I've still got a bit of that swelling and trying to get it down, but The only way you can get it down is to like just pretty much have no fluid at all. And I just find that extremely hard. Like it's hot weather. It's like, or it's not hot weather now, but it was. It's like you pretty much have to have like maybe 2 glasses of water for the whole day to get rid of all the fluid in the body. And I just find that really hard. It's been like pretty tough trying to get it down all the way. It's gradually getting there, but yeah, it's like they did say to me, if it doesn't go down quick enough, we can max up your dosage of whatever the antibiotic I'm on is. But I think that's probably what they need to do. So yeah, I've still got further tests and whatever else. Yeah, but I obviously feel okay. It's just yeah, obviously my sleeping's an issue. Even the nursing staff that were really good, they kept saying, "Oh, we definitely notice you have a lot of trouble with your sleep." So yeah, that's one thing they want to get on top of. They want to do some sleep study with me, and they noticed in my when they do testing and show the graphs and that, they kept saying to me, "We notice when you try to go to sleep, you're like gasping for air. There's almost like an issue with like lungs, or yeah, there's some sort of issue there where you seem really fine and your oxygen and blood levels are really good, and then all of a sudden it just fucking drops really quickly." So yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, hopefully we learn more. So yeah, it's shit, but yeah, obviously it's good to have someone checking me out and making sure I live the life I can live. Yeah, hospital sucks. Fucking oath. Back in the day, maybe. I can't even remember the last time I played a gaming console. Cheers, Disco. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, well, I went to work on the Monday and I must admit, I did feel a bit fatigued, like a bit, but I get shit sleep all the time, so I always feel flat and like lethargic. But yeah, on the Monday, I did feel a bit sort of off. And yeah, I went to work and I went to put my work boots on and I couldn't get them on. And my partner that I work with, he was sort of like, fuck, he's like, yeah, your ankles and your calves are all swollen. He's like, you're not even going to get them over your legs because, yeah, your calves are all swollen up. And then I've like, because I didn't even notice, I must have just been so tired and just, yeah, I don't know, just chucked on some fucking pants and shit after a shower and not even really noticed. And yeah, like, I remember when he said about trying to get your boots on and stuff. Then I looked at my feet, and there would have been like the top part of your feet where it's just bone and skin. There would have been about that much fluid sitting above that. So my feet that would normally be about that sort of height were like that. So it's pretty scary. Yeah. So tonight I've just done 4 beers from Bracket. And Bracket are like one of my favourite breweries in Australia. They're out of Sydney. Yeah, that's probably my favourite out of the four. So double at 8.5 with Citra, Idaho 7, and New Zealand Cascade. And then I'd say their Westie was second. So yeah, I wanted to do the reason there's been a few people in the chat say, why have you got December 2025 in your title? And that's when these beers were released. So because I'm doing the four beers in one, I generally put like the month and the year would they come out. So it's like their last month's beers, whereas most other stuff in the fridge is like newer. So that's why first beers back after a little spell. I thought I'll do four beers that need to be done sort of ASAP. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely sucked. I was so bored there because I was like a mobile passenger that could move around and stuff. It was just like, I don't understand why I'm still here. I definitely felt it got to a stage where I definitely felt like because they probably make more money to keep people like me in there for longer. I felt like it was at that stage where it was like I definitely could have gone home, but they're like, nah, we'll keep him in for another night or so, and that's just what it felt like. Yeah, is that legit? If that's the case, good on you. Yeah, no, as I said, like all the nursing staff and that I had were fucking exceptional, like really good, really caring, like friendly, just really nice. Like they'd wake me up at like 4 in the morning and they were always like really surprised at how like calm I was. And the only time I got a little bit angry is when, yeah, the first night when they weren't going to let me go home to feed my dogs. I'm like, it has to be done. Like, I've got to do it. I've got no one else to do it. I need to get home to my dogs. And they're like, oh, are you sure you don't? They're like, we could even send someone round there. And I'm like, yeah, but you send someone around there, I've got to explain to them in detail where to where to go, what to grab. Like, I'm just like, nah, fuck that. I just want to go back there and do it. They're my dogs. I just want to see them and reassure them that everything's okay and I'll be back home soon, sort of thing. And they're like, oh, okay, but we're going to have to let you, you're going to have to sign a release form and you may not be guaranteed the bed again and all this shit. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just want to get home to my dogs and make sure they're okay. It was like 40, it was 42 degrees or something. So, yeah, like 110 Fahrenheit or something like that. So I just wanted to be there for them. Yeah, boy. That cuvee was quite delightful. Yeah. I had one of my mates, Adam, is in Merseybeers, goes, "Oh, so who fed your dogs?" And I said, "I did." And he goes, "Oh, I thought you said you were stuck in hospital." And I said, "I was." And he goes, "Well, how were you feeding your dogs?" And I said, "Well, I convinced them to let me out to go do it and come back." Yeah. See, on the last night, it got to a point where I was just like, I don't need to be here for any longer. If you've got the medication sorted, it's like, I'd just let me go home. It's another fucking 42-degree day. I just want to be back home with them and tend to them. And yeah, I've got my medication. I know what's going on. Just and then yeah, the lady doctor comes up and goes, "Oh yeah, we're aware of your dog situation, and we want to sort of get you out of here as quick as possible." She's like, "We're just going to do a couple more tests, and then yeah, you should be on your way." And I was like, "Cool, for actually fucking thinking with your head." But no, they were really good. I can't fault them at all. Just like, yeah, really like really friendly, like really calm, just like I don't know, that caring, motherly sort of nature. I didn't have any of those sort of like, I don't know, the vicious ones where it just feels like they hate you and they don't want you to be there sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, it sort of sucked on that first night when I was sort of I started to get a bit argumentative. I'm like, look, I feel fine. I can walk around. I don't have any drama. It's like I know it's hot, but I said all I want to do is just make sure my dogs are okay and feed them and get them a heap of water. And they're like, "Oh, we can send someone around there for you." And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want some randoms in my house trying to explain to them where certain stuff is. And I'm like, just let me go home. I'm gonna be back. There's gonna be no drama. Like just it just has to be done. And they let me on the first night, and then obviously because I did it with no drama on the first night, then yeah, it was heaps easier after that. What's a nurse? Didn't have a nurse ball breaker. I'm thinking something dirty. Not sure. Blue balls. It was funny too when I first went into emergency. They put all the, you know how they put the stickers with the little metal parts on them and they connect it all. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna have to shave some areas of your chest." I'm like, "Go for it." Like, who gives a fuck? Like, yeah, obviously, I'm like, I'm like a hairy dude. Like, as far as like my face, my chest, my like belly area, but I don't have any hair on my back or shoulders or anything like that. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have to." I'm like, "Nah, go for it." Like, I couldn't care less. Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, generally you'll get that one nurse that's like that, like a real fucking cunt. But nah, I didn't have that at all. I thought you were referring to like a nurse that was like filth, like wanting to play with my nuts or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, as Evie said, the matron. It's generally a fucking bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you can you please tend to my undercarriage? Is anyone live at the moment? What am I going to do after this? Yeah, boy. Maybe I'll go live myself. That's the thing. No, I don't know if I've got. Oh, yeah, I do have a few beers. Could probably do a little hangout. Cheers, Joey. No, I just had a couple of male doctors. I think throughout I probably had. I would have had at least probably seven nurses that were all female, and then doctors there probably would have been about four, and two were male and two were female. Yeah, I could imagine. Fucking oath they did. I don't want someone wiping my butt at least until I'm about 80. I'm going to the toilet and I'm going to wipe my own butt. No, I'm just doing a piss. I'll be back. Yeah. It's not a panel, motherfucker. Fuck. You're gonna have to mix up those positions, Angie. Time to get creative. I might thinking about maybe doing a live hangout. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. I need food though first. That's the thing. I haven't had my dinner yet. So yeah, out of the four, I sort of finished that cuvee without talking about it, but that's number one. Hello. Ugh. The Westie. Westie's number two, wherever that is. Oh my god, I've held up the wrong one. that's that's number one. And then this is number two. The Westies. And up gets Angus on the chair. So that was a collab with Kicks, who are also out of Sydney. Some good beers. A solid return. Cheers, Kerry. Love your work. So yeah, I'm sort of stranded now. It's like, do I kick on? I want to kick on. Should I kick on? Yes. But I need food first. I know Joey's probably going to be around. Angie, what are you doing? Are you about? Are you keen on a hangout? Good thing is it's still pretty early here, so it's good. If you're keen on a Sammy panel hangout, give us a yes in the chat. Because I'm going to organise some food right now. If I have a couple of yeses, I'll consider coming back. Yeah. So Angie and Joey. I won't be having the Colonel at this time of night, mate. All shut up. Now I've got food organised. I've got like a chook there ready to make some sandwiches. I was going to have it before the stream, but it didn't arrive till just before, so I'm real fucking hungry. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, well, what I might do, because I'm like keen as fuck for this food, but I want to kick on as well. Um, I might set up like a live stream for about half an hour from now, perhaps. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, if there's a couple of people about, I'll kick on. Yes. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's joined this one. It's been a good night, a good welcome back. So yeah, as I said, as far as these bracket beers go, that was the best out of the four. The double IPA ultraviolet at 8.5, and then I would have had the Westy arrangement at 8%. Would have been second. But yeah, Bracket are a great brewery. They're fucking awesome. Very rarely miss. Good brewery to get back into. Yeah, no worries, guys. So yeah, I'll set one up in about. I want to have a nice feed and maybe a coffee or something. So maybe yeah, about half an hour from now, I'll set something up. It's only 10:40 at night, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Cheers, Smokey. So thanks everyone that's popped in. Yeah, thanks to you, Smokey, too, that gave a donation. Good on you, brother. Um, yeah, the community is strong. I've definitely missed hanging out with you guys. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'll be back very shortly. Cheers, guys.